Hello guys, it's Jim Methiner. Tim doing a weekly blaze. So I think I skipped the past, 2 weeks now? Something like that. Anyways, today is going to be, what day is it? Tuesday, 4:52 a.m. I am very prepared, as you could tell. So I have a few things to talk about today, like 4. So this clip should be a decent amount of time, maybe like 20 minutes or so. We'll see. First is Bottleman. So Bottleman is... Well, we know about the DX stuff for a little while now, but there was the fourth one revealed, which I thought was going to be, I think it was called Raid Brave, kind of like the new Wonder Grape looking thing, but it was not. That's not the fourth Bottleman. So apparently the fourth one is going to be fighting Phoenix DX, which is a remake of a previous one, and unfortunately it just seems like a kind of a retool of called Mario DX, so I'm a little disappointed, because like they hyped up this, hey, there's no Bot 31, what's going to be this, fourth Bottleman here, and it's a remake that's not even really a full remake, so yeah. I don't know, I think it kind of sucks. It's just kind of whatever, like, I don't know, I'll probably still get it, maybe, unless, like, they end up being really expensive, then I might skip it, but if I can get them, if I just have, like, a big Bottleman order at some point soon, then, I'll just throw it on, I guess. But that's really all of that. Next up is Beyblade. Beyblade, still no news since my last few episodes. We're just kind of waiting on Divine Belial. Also the April Koro. We'll see if there's anything new in that. Hopefully there is. If not, we'll have to wait for the release of Divine Belial. We'll get a teaser. Then we'll have to wait all the way until the May Koro. Like over a month from now. But, whatever. So, anyway. So looking back at some old weekly plays just for the hell of it, and man, I really... I used to talk so much about Beyblade and how much I did not like it, which was funny. Now, it's not that I didn't like it, but I was always just like, I did not like a lot of the releases in Chosets and GT. Well, not GT as much. Like, late GT, I didn't like a lot of them. But it's just funny, because, like, so I said basic layers were good, Dual layers, I said I didn't like it really up until the end, and then I said I just didn't like Chosets, which all of these are still true. That's all still true. Chosets maybe got a little bit better as it went on, but it's still the worst season. But the main ones are God and GT, which I had some takes here. So I said God was problematic because there are too many gimmicks. Okay, past self, listen. Listen, past self, okay. So Beyblade vs. God having a lot of gimmicks was fine. I don't know why I used to think gimmicks were such a bad thing. I couldn't tell you. But no, Beyblade vs. God was great. And then GT. Okay, GT. I said it was good till the end, and I'm like, I don't like all of these ones like Genesis, Dragon 2, Diablos 2, Genesis 2, I guess. I don't know why I'm saying 2. Like I just say their names. Anyway, I don't really like those ones as much, but like, I don't know, I think they're kind of fine. Okay, Master Diablos I still kind of don't like as much as I would like to. Regalia Genesis I still think's fine. Big Bang's a little bit awkward, but fine enough still. I think Imperial Dragon's really cool, actually, now. I actually think a lot of the earlier GT stuff kind of sucks now. Like, Slash Valkyrie's terrible. Bushin Ashura, actually still kind of cool, but not as good as I thought it was back then. I don't know, it's just weird to see how much I used to not like them, and liked the earlier ones a lot more, and now it's kind of opposite. I wish I could talk about sparking. I really wish I, could have heard my initial thoughts on the sparking stuff when it was happening, because I didn't do Weekly Blaze at that point. I stopped a couple months before they came out, and I didn't pick it back up till late DB. Early, actually, I haven't picked Weekly Blaze back up until, like, TV was technically already done. It was just a filler stuff at that point. Sparking's weird. I don't know if I would have really kept up. I probably would have said, yeah, they're cool, and kind of left it at that, because I was out of Beyblade for a while. But when I came back, I just really liked Beyblade a lot, and I didn't have any problems with anything. Funny, I know. I started just like a 180. The only ones I don't like still are Chosets, and I still don't like some of GT, honestly. GT was a little bit awkward. I don't like bases. Bases just seem kind of clunky. Aside from that, I like all of them. All the other seasons, I think, God, was great, and I don't know why I was, saying it wasn't. Basic layers, of course, great. Dual layers, still agree. I think some of the later ones were a little bit weird, but for the most part, really good. Yeah, I like Sparking and DB. Now, aside from that, we have... I think my thoughts on Sparking and DB would just kind of be positive for the most part. Aside from a couple, but I think I mentioned those in the unboxings if I didn't like them or something. But anyway, my third thing is there's a lot of stuff coming out in April. Rip my wallet. So we have all of the four Bottleman DX things. Divine Belial, Nintendo Switch Sports, and the Wonder Egg Priority Limited Edition. I still need to order that. Or pre-order it. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get the Bottleman DX stuff right away. I might wait to do a big order to justify shipping. If not, maybe I'll do it sooner. At worst, I'm waiting till my birthday, which is like 5 months away. But I am getting the releases that I did miss. All the mainline ones. There's 4 of them. Technically 7, because I'm getting the full set of the random collection. So that should be enough to keep people occupied, hopefully. I guess I did just kind of skip 3 months of Bottleman stuff. You know, I kind of did stuff in January, and then just skipping to April, we're doing more. It shouldn't be the biggest deal if I skipped like September or something. I mean, I skipped from March to, well, I guess technically April, since I was uploading the videos in April, to December, so I mean, you know, I think 5 months might be tolerable. We'll see. Anyway. So yeah, Bottlemen DX, we'll see if I get them or not. Already have Divine Value ordered. Switch Sports isn't really a YouTube thing, but it's just something I'm going to be buying. Wonder Egg Priority, I just want to, I don't know, I really like that limited edition. I feel like it's not going to have a long run either. I think it's going to be like a fairly limited print. It won't be one of those ones that sticks around for a while. I just have a feeling, so I want to order that soon. Yeah, quite a few things coming out, but I am excited because we will finally have some stuff to unbox. I've kind of been struggling with unboxings, honestly. Like, I don't know, I feel like, not unboxing, just videos in general. Like, what do I even make at this point? Like, I feel like I rely too much on unboxings and just kind of forgot what I'm supposed to even be doing on YouTube at this point. I'm like, okay, not unboxings. I could do weekly plays. I could do a Beyblade ranking video. I could do a Bakutech review. Maybe pull out the Bakutech ranking videos if I want to. I don't, I don't know. I want to make a new Chef Blaze, honestly. That's something I really want to do soon. I don't know, I feel like I just need to get my groove back because I've kind of been slacking. I feel like 2020, I really fell off. End of the year, I kind of came back and I was like, yes, let's try to do stuff. But a lot of it was unboxings or just Bakutech reviews. And then 2021 was like almost just unboxings. And then here we are, and I'm kind of like, you know what, I could maybe try to do some more stuff. We'll see. But yeah, I do want to do another Chef Blaze. Maybe some Blaze Rages even. Like, I don't know, I just want to try to get more stuff going again. Just to try and make my channel a little bit more interesting than it is right now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I really need to just... Because I used to have like this book where I have tons of video ideas. And I feel like nowadays, a lot of them are just things that I really wouldn't be able to do. Because either it's, well, just irrelevant. Or, some videos I feel like nowadays would just be weird to make. Because it's like, okay, if I was like 14, this would have been fine. But I'm like 21 now. See, that's a... Oh, weird. I feel like Weekly Blaze is already weird enough to make that I'm 21, but I don't really care. But there's a limit, Weekly Blaze, okay, I'm just kind of rambling about stuff. That's fine enough, I guess. But, other ones, we'll see. A lot of those I probably wouldn't use. I'll look back to see if I have any other plans that are usable. I don't think I do, but maybe. Also, this spot is really creaking underneath me. That's unfortunate. This whole floor just creaks too much. Unfortunately, I'm right above the garage, so I think that's probably part of it. But yeah, that's something. I don't know, I really want to make more interesting videos. Like, if I can get back to a point of like 2018 or 19 in terms of like videos where I'm doing at least videos that aren't constantly like the same type of thing, I'll be happy with it. I feel like 20, 21, so far 22 have been kind of... 22's been better, but I think, it's still struggling to really depart from the 20 and 21 stuff. So I want to go back, kind of do some of the stuff I did from recent years, and then some of the older stuff just for the hell of it, because it's fun. Chef Blaze is honestly just fun to make. The thing is, I actually don't know any recipes or anything really about cooking, so I'm a tad limited to what I can make, but we'll see. I'll try and figure out something at least. Anyways, aside from that, there is also the last thing I want to talk about, which is school. Also, this is going a lot quicker than I thought. I was thinking 20 minutes, but it's only been like 10. That's fine. I don't care if I record as much today. I still have the whole week. It's only, I mean, it's barely Tuesday. I mean, it's basically just Monday at this point. School. I have not had a proper break from school in a long ass time, and I've been really wanting a break from school. So I remember I heard that like apparently the school was hard to take breaks from. So the school does a weird thing where it's like you have terms. It's like late August to like late October, then late October to like mid to late-ish December, like before Christmas though. Then it's like your next term's early January to end of February. Then it's like early March to late April. Oh yeah, there's a 2 week break between the December and January terms. If that wasn't obvious before. A week break from like the end, like that last week of April to like the very start of March or very start of May. So you do like May, like very early May to end of June, and then like end of June to mid to late-ish August, and you have a week off. However, you don't have to technically do all those. You're supposed to do, I think, to do a certain amount of classes, because if you do all of those, it's 12 classes. But you could also do this school part-time, where you only do one class per term, so you have to do at least 6 classes a year, though. Which isn't really a lot. But, so for me, I'm like, I just want to do like 8 a year. That's fine by me. I'm not going above and beyond. 8 a year, that's technically a full load. I think it's bare minimum for a full load, but you know what? I don't care. So, I'm like, okay. So I'm going to take off the summer term. So I will take off, like, if I could do this, I'm going to be like, that's wild. So I'm like, alright. So it'd be end of April to the end of August. It's actually, like, slightly over 4 months off. Now that sounds amazing. It's like, I think it's 18 weeks, which is crazy. So, I'm like, okay, I really want to do that, but apparently I heard stuff about, like, oh, you know, it's, like, really hard to take terms off. You know, taking one term off you can do, but apparently if you want to do more than that, you have to, like, drop out and then re-enroll. Like, what the hell's that about? So I'm like, okay, if that's the thing, I'm not going to be able to do that. And what I was going to do instead was, like, okay, if they don't let me do that, I will do 3 terms. So instead of doing 4 terms and then taking 2 off, I would do 3 terms, then 2 part-time terms to make up for it, and then 1 term off. So I'm like, okay, if I do that, then it's like half the year's normal, then like there's quite a few months, like 4 months where it's just going to be like partially doing school, then like 2 months off. You know, that'd be okay. It's not as good, I'll admit. You know, it kind of would suck a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not doing more than 8 classes a year because I'm not trying to speed this process. You know. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, if I could do the 2 term break, because I swear it looked so difficult to do. I was trying to look it up. How do you do this? It's like you had to talk to your advisor and like do that stuff. And I'm like, okay, how do I do this? So I'm like, all right, let me construct a nice email, like a nice professional email. I really gotta try here to make this seem like it's. I gotta try. I'm really gonna try my best. And so I get an email back. I'm like, okay, or I send the email. The main takeaway is like, hey, I want to stop after this term and then come back in August. It's like the 2-term break. And then, or I said I wanted to stop, like, I don't think I specifically said it. My words, hold on. I don't think I specifically said it, but I'm like, yeah, I want to stop after this term and then come back in August. And I got a response, and it's like, did you mean you wanted to stop after this April term or after, like, your next term? I'm like, this term. And I'm expecting to get an email back about something like, oh, you can only do April to June or June to August. You have to choose one. And then I got this email. It was today, actually. I just got this email back today. And it was like, all right, see you in August. I'm like, what? So I just got my term breaks off, which is great. So apparently you can take summer breaks. I don't know what the hell what they were saying, the people I looked up that were, or like the stuff I looked up and the people who were talking about it. But no, it was fine. I'm like, okay, I get my summer break. No problem, apparently. I don't know why it seemed to be this difficult thing. It was just, I asked. Then they asked for clarification. So I clarified it. And they were like, oh, yeah, cool. So I'm almost done. I just did my 5th week. There's 8 weeks, so currently I'm technically in week 6, but I haven't done my work yet. I usually wait till last second, honestly. So I'll do that probably this week, and then next week. Next week I might do a little bit earlier, though, because Easter Sunday, and I'm getting Bottleman stuff that day. So I kind of want to do it a little earlier, but we'll see. But yeah, and then after that though, week 8. Also, I don't mind doing the 7th week a bit earlier, because I actually plan on doing my 8th week immediately, like the day of, because then I'm done, and instead of waiting until like the 24th, I think the last day is the 24th, yeah, it's 24th. So instead of my last day being like the 24th, I can just finish like the 18th, like, okay, April 18th, let me just do all my work in a sitting on that Monday, and I'm done. That's like 2 weeks from today, which is kind of wild. Like, I could be done in 2 weeks, that's insane, because to me it's still 3 weeks away, but no. Like, it could be 2 weeks if I want it to be. So, yeah. I'm hoping to just speedrun that and be done. I hope, because sometimes the 7th week is like the big test week, and then the 8th week is like kind of wrapping things up. Or it's like week 7 is like a big, like, rough draft, and you have to make, like, adjustments and stuff, and then the 8th week just turning it in. If it's that, I'm not waiting for the revisions, I'm just turning it right back in and being like, yeah, I'm done. I mean, I'm doing really well, so it doesn't matter. But, yeah, it's something. So I'm almost done with school. I finally get a break. Listen, I haven't had a break. I have not had a proper break from school since summer break of 2019. Do you know how tired I am? It has been a lot easier though, and I will say, I've technically had breaks where I didn't really do shit for like a month. But the problem is like, I was still in school. I still like was there and a bother, and I still had to do certain things like every week, like a slight bit. And I did have like a 2 week break as well, for winter break, but I haven't had like a nice chill break since like almost 3 years ago at this point. And I'm like, I need to just relax, and I'm finally gonna relax. I really want to do more YouTube stuff over the summer as well. Like, not that I haven't had time. Like, I obviously have time. I'm up all night. I still don't do school most days of the week, you know. So it's not like it's been a problem, but just knowing that I have goddamn nothing to do, you know. Alright, you know, I'll actually give it some attempt here. So we'll see how that goes. Will I do more YouTube stuff? I don't know. We'll see. But again, I do want to actually figure out some more videos to make. I have no idea what I'm going to make. I was going to make something this week. I have no clue what to make this week. I might just do a box deck review and do like the last 2 for this week and next week. And then after that, I'll probably just do some Bottleman stuff. The unboxings for the new ones I'm getting, and that'll be the next few weeks. I'll do like a haul video, and then I'll maybe do like 2 a week or something, and then that'll take me to May. Then I could do like Divine Belial, and that'll be great. And then after Divine Belial, I can also take the Wonder Priority thing, and then by that point, hopefully Kirby's is almost out. You know, and obviously in the gaps I want to do more videos, but I want to just try to do a video a week if I can. If I make a week, oh well. As long as I get 4 videos out a month, you know, that's my bare minimum. I don't want to do this crap where I take months off, and I would rather not pair them all at once, though. We'll see what happens. But anyways, that's about it for today. I actually almost did make the 20 minutes. Goddamn. What do you know? But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm interested to see how this goes, but yeah. So, it's almost like 5 a.m. now. Alright. Well, I think that's everything. I'll come back. I don't know about tomorrow or whatever. Hell, I might not come back till like Saturday. Who knows? We'll see. If anything interesting happens, I will. Otherwise, yeah, who knows? But I'll see you at some point this week to at least end the video off. I guess I'd probably want to talk a little bit more by then, you know, because it's only like 20 minutes so far. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm talking too much now, so I'll see you then. Alright, guys, it is now Saturday at around 5:30 a.m. This floor, man, it just creaks like... There's a creaky spot over there, and now the entire floor just creaks, and it's like, why? I wonder if there's a way to fix that, actually. I don't think there is, unless if you just, like, take out the carpet and replace some floorboards, which I don't want to do, because, have you seen my room here? There's kind of a a lot of stuff in here. Honestly, this carpet probably needs to be replaced, because my cat's kind of, destroyed it a little bit. Not destroyed it, but, like, I don't think it's possible to just vacuum up, like, all of, like, everything, and, this room needs to be vacuumed, honestly. It's kind of why I've been pointing up a lot recently, because, like, I don't want to point down yet. My room just really needs to be vacuumed, and my other vacuum that I had was just kind of not really, working too well, and I need another one. So this floor is kind of, like, destroyed right now. I need a vacuum really bad. But yeah, I'll probably get one, hopefully like within a week, because it's definitely need to do that pretty soon. But yeah, this car probably needs to be replaced, so if that ever does happen, I kind of don't want to, because like you have to take out everything. But if for whatever reason it end up happening, you know, I'll look into maybe replacing some of these floorboards, but we'll see. So aside from that though, I want to talk about video game consoles. So I used to collect video game consoles a lot. I was like all in collecting consoles, and I kind of just stopped. Um, there was never really a reason to why I stopped. Well, actually, there are two. Like I don't know, I said there weren't, but so for those of you who don't know, I'm assuming I don't think people are really watching this, but if anyone is, you probably haven't been around since back then. If you were, like, I don't know, does anyone like watch people and really pay attention to them constantly? I don't know. I might just be talking in a way so I understand what I'm saying if I rewatch this in a few years or something. But like, you know, I used to collect video game consoles a lot back in like I'd say I really got going in like July of 2014. I kind of wanted to a little bit before that too, but still, I was probably when I really started to get interested, and I collected them probably up until like January 2016. I would say that was like the main point of time where I collected them. So why did I stop? Two reasons. First up, I kind of got everything I wanted for the most part. I'm not really missing too many things, and also anything that I am missing is very expensive and will be hard to get. However, I kind of want to do that. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go all in like I did with Beyblade and go crazy buying these hundreds of dollars worth of stuff, you know, like each one's hundreds of dollars. I'm not going to do that. Even if I wanted to, I probably couldn't right now. However, maybe in the future, I will do that. I feel like at this point, I've been recording since I was 8 years old, man. I'm 21. I don't think I'm going to be stopping YouTube anytime soon. Maybe at some point I record less, but like I don't think I'll ever really stop. But so hey, in like 7 years or something, maybe we'll go on the hunt for some games. But yeah. So anyway, I was thinking about maybe at least getting some of them though, because Beyblade's about to be ending next year. I'll try and get some Lunas and stuff still, but I'm not like crazy about getting them. Bakugan, I don't care much about the reboot, and I have basically everything I want for Bakutech, so that's kind of done with. Don't really collect Amiibo anymore. Bottleman's really easy to keep up with. It really would just be anime stuff, and yeah, I might as well go back and get some games. So I feel like that's kind of what I did last time when Beyblade was dead for a while. So maybe we'll get back to it. Anyways, so I have most of everything. So if you go back to like the main five, you know, Atari, Nintendo, Sega, Sony, and Microsoft. You know, I have a lot of all of them. You know, I have some from other companies too. Like I have like I actually have a complete box of Magnavox Odyssey, the first ever console, which turns 50 this year, by the way. I guess another noteworthy one would be like the Television. That's something. That's kind of cool. But I think aside from that, the main five, of course, I have a lot of stuff from them. So from Atari, I got pretty much everything. I got the 2600, the 5200, the 7800, and the Jaguar, all their main consoles, plus the Lynx, their handheld. Only Atari thing I want still is the Atari Jaguar CD, an add-on for the Jaguar. That would be cool to get. It's very expensive, but it'd be nice. From Sega, I do own a Master System. But I do want the second model. There's two models. I want the second model. Genesis, I have the first, second, and third models. I'm good there. CD, I have a Model 2 CD. I want a Model 1 CD. And then I have a 32X. So my plan is, so I have actually over here right now, you can kind of see that a little bit, the Genesis Model 1 with the CD, Model 2, and the 32X. Plus I have Model 2 Genesis right there. My plan is eventually to swap out the Model 1 Genesis for the Model 2 Genesis on the CD 32X combo there. And then get a Model 1 CD, put the Model 1 Genesis on it, and then put a power base converter on it, because that's a Master System adapter type thing. And I think that'd be funny. And we'll have another Genesis with the Model 3 over there chilling, but yeah, I mean, I feel like it'd be kind of a interesting experiment at least, but we'll see. I really, really want to do that, honestly. That'd be fun. Saturn, stupid spray painted Saturn. Really want to replace it eventually. Unfortunately, 13-year-old me did not think about this at all. Um, so, yeah, it was not my best moment. I really wish I would have bought something that wasn't just a spray. Like, why did I have to do that, man? I did that twice. I bought a Nintendo 64 and a Saturn spray painted. Um, so yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna respond to this text right quick. Don't mind me here. I'm totally. This is totally how you make a YouTube video, by responding to texts. God damn it. Alright, anyway, that was a... I probably should have just stopped recording right there, honestly, for a moment, but, like, whatever, we're done now. Maybe I'll cut that if it was, like, a really long pause, but, so I did that twice, though. I bought a spray-painted Saturn. I wish I did not. If I can maybe get the spray paint off, which I don't think I can, I might try. If possible, I got a Saturn. If not, I'm gonna have to buy a replacement Saturn eventually. Oh yeah, handhelds, I almost forgot. The Game Gear, I do have a Game Gear. The Dreamcast. I am good on Dreamcasts. I have an original one, like in there, and I have the Sega Sports one up there. You probably can't even make half these things out, but you know, it's fine, trust me. So, a couple more things to get for Sega. Actually, quite a few. I think that's probably my most wanted, because okay, Nintendo's like my favorite at the same, Nintendo, they're my favorite overall. But when it comes to retro, I do like Sega the most, honestly. But yeah, anyway, Nintendo, speaking of them, I do have an NES, an SNES, a Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii U, Switch, DS, or not DS, let's go back further on that. Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, Game Boy Micro, DS, DSi, or DS Lite, DSi, DSi XL, 3DS, 3DS XL, 2DS, new 2DS XL, new 3DS XL, and a Virtual Boy. What the hell do I need at this point? Well, I do want a few things. I actually do really want a Famicom. I know it's like a Famicom, like, disc drive, I think. I really want, like, that whole setup. Also, might as well just get a Super Famicom as well, why not? I do want an A64DD as well, that'd be pretty cool. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to get all of these things. A lot of them are just kind of like little extras or variants. I don't need all of them. But I am kind of just building a museum of stuff. You can see my Virtual Boy there too, by the way. I don't know why I did that, but I might as well eventually get some of these. This is like a long-term thing, by the way. This isn't like a Beyblade thing where 1 year I'm getting everything. This is going to be like probably the thing I try to collect for like years, maybe decades. We'll see. Depends on how my interest is. Also, I would like to get maybe a Wii Mini at some point, just for the hell of it. I also do want to get a Game Boy Light. That was a Japanese exclusive Game Boy, but I do want that because it was a variant. Also, a new 3DS, just a regular new 3DS with the faceplates and stuff. I don't have one of those. It'd be cool to have. So that's nice. I have mostly everything I want from Nintendo, though. Aside from that, we have PlayStation, the Sony stuff. So I do have a PlayStation. I have a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. I don't really care much about variants for PlayStations, honestly. I also have a PSP, I forgot about that. Mainly just want a Vita. Eventually a PS5, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't care about 9th gen stuff. Like, I mostly care about retro. I do want to get a Vita just for the hell of it, but like, a PS5, eventually, but not now. And then we, of course, have Microsoft. I do have an Xbox. You can see that one right there. An Xbox 360, Xbox One. Again, I don't care about variants. I do have an original Kinect. I don't have a Kinect 2.0. Probably will grab it eventually. Also, I don't have an Xbox Series X. Again, maybe at some point. But for the time being, I don't care about those as much. But yeah, that's a pretty good list of things. I also do have some other things I want that are just important, most notably the TurboGrafx. I really want a TurboGrafx because they're cool. It's like kind of the closest thing we really had to a third main console in the fourth gen, competing with the SNES and the Genesis. So I do want a TurboGrafx 16. Also, to go with my Intellivision, I would like a Colecovision, because why not? A couple other ones, kind of like the two weird consoles that were weirdly expensive. They're still expensive to this day, but they're just kind of oddballs, which are the 3DO and the Neogeo. The Neogeo more so, because the Neogeo is pretty good. 3DO, a little more of a meme pick, but I do want a 3DO still. Also, this is a huge meme pick, but the Philips CDI. There is no purpose for me to buy a CDI other than just to say I have a CDI, and I do want to be able to say that I have a CDI, so I kind of do want a CDI just for the hell of it. Again, I'm building a goddamn video game console museum at this point with how much stuff I have, so I might as well go for it. At least to some extent. Obviously I don't have everything, but I do still want some stuff here. So aside from that, though, I do have, not have, why am I saying have? I am missing, this is everything I'm missing, what am I talking about? Well, I guess the main five, I said the stuff that I have, but, these are just the extras I'm missing. I swear I had one more. It was the ColecoVision, TurboGrafx, Neogeo, CDI, 3DO. That might have been everything except for one that I'm saving for last. Is that all of them? I believe so. Oh yeah, I kind of want a Turbo Express at some point. That's a little bit less something I care about, but it'd be nice. I guess the last thing that I really want, though, would probably be a Vectrex. That's kind of my main want of sorts. It's basically, it comes with its own monitor thing, and it uses vector graphics. It's a very weird console thing, but man, it's just cool. I feel like a Vectrex would just be a really cool piece to have in my collection. I think it's probably, of all of the very expensive things, it's probably the one I want the most. Oh, also, just for the hell of it, it's not technically a console, but I really want a Commodore 64 to complement my Commodore VIC-20. I do have the complete box up there. That's a thing. Also, I'm about to cough like crazy, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the video before I do that. Alright, so as I was saying, I do want a Commodore 64 to go with my VIC-20 up there. That'd be nice. Aside from that, I think that's pretty much everything. That is a pretty big want list, honestly. But I think that's kind of a good thing, because before, I kind of just got like a lot of the main five, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. And I stopped, and now I'm kind of looking back like, yeah, maybe I should go for more. I definitely could go for more. The problem is, like I said, a lot of these are pretty pricey. Honestly, retro's just gotten pricey in general, so I want to get some of these, not all of them, like some of these kind of soon. I want to, like, next year especially, start going down the line, once Beyblade ends, to get some of these. I think of all of them, the one I want the most is probably gonna be the TurboGrafx. Like, the Vectrex is my most wanted of all time, but that's also going to be like $600 plus. No way in hell I'm getting that right now. TurboGrafx is a little bit more realistic, so I do want to try and get that. Also, Video Game Pickups Revival. Another old series I used to do on this channel was video game pickups. So originally it started off where I would basically come home from the flea market and just show you what I got. Usually wasn't a ton of stuff. It was maybe like a couple games, maybe a console and a couple of games, just smaller scale. Then I started waiting between times and I'd be able to show you a few games and a few consoles at a time. I kind of want to go back to those a little bit. I feel like they've kind of been succeeded by my anime pickup videos, where I go kind of recap a season of anime stuff, which is honestly fun. To some extent, I wish I would have just numbered them and not done them by season. Honestly, thinking back, why didn't I do that in the first place? Huh. But yeah, I think that's kind of what succeeded them, but you know what, why not just, like, do both? I mean, video game pickups would be a fun thing to go back on and do more of. Though the only problem I can see is I feel like there's a very decent chance that in a week I don't care about any of this, and then by the time it comes like next year, I just won't care. Unfortunately, I do have the habit of just not caring about things after like a week, so we'll see. Um, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. So I also want to have like a cool setup of sorts, right? This is kind of what inspired me to think more about retro stuff. I honestly, I really have always wanted to get more retro. It's just that, man, it's expensive. But I feel like as I'm, getting a bit older now, because when I was like, 'cause I stopped when I was 15, and as I'm 15, I'm like, I don't have any sort of vision to what things are going to look like even 5 years from now. And well, that was already over 5 years ago. So now I'm thinking, okay, maybe do some collecting, over the next few years. And then eventually, if I have, disposable income, I can collect even more and really go crazy to get a nice collection going. I mean, well, hell, saying I have a nice collection going, I already have one, let's be real. Like, not to brag, but I kind of do have a lot of stuff. To be fair, though, I did kind of bargain for a lot of the stuff at flea markets. I wasn't, paying full price, just ordering top of the line stuff online. I was out there at the flea market, trying to bargain for some stuff that at the time I wasn't even sure if it'd work properly or not. So, that's kind of how I was doing things. But also back then, retro stuff was a lot cheaper. Obviously, not great still, because it was after, I think like 2010 to 12 was probably when it started to get a little bit more expensive. I started in 2014, though after like maybe 16, 17, maybe even another year or two after, I'm not sure, it just kept getting worse. So, yeah, I definitely got lucky with my timing and just kind of how I did things. So that definitely helped me. But yeah, still, I do want to go back just to get some more stuff, though. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah. I don't know, retro collecting was just a thing that I don't know, I feel like I enjoyed it a lot more than some of my other collections. Like, it's kind of weird to say, but, I just had a lot of fun with it. Also, what I was going to go back to saying, what inspired me to get back into all this? I want to make like a 90s setup type of thing. This isn't going to make any sense to a lot of people, but I really want like a late 90s, not even late 90s, just kind of like a turn of the century sort of setup. This is going to sound whack, but here's the thing, right? Think about it. Okay, you got a CRT TV, hook up a VHS, or like a VCR, get maybe some anime stuff on VHS, hook up some of my 5th gen consoles, most notably Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, PlayStation. It's 6th gen, but I think throw a Dreamcast in there, because Dreamcast I just think has kind of the idea I'm going for, and I think a Dreamcast would be great for something like this. And then with the CRT and the VCR and all those games, that'd be great. But I also maybe expand on that. If I can ever get a setup like that going, again, this might be a few years down the line, but it would be really cool. If I ever did achieve that, I would want to probably put up some like vaporwave type of lighting, just because, just kind of like the vaporwave look is really cool. So just put up some of those lights. I guess vaporwave, I don't know if that really translates into lighting, but I guess that's usually like a graphic thing. But like, I don't know, maybe just kind of like a similar color scheme of lights. That'd be kind of cool. And yeah, if I ever had a setup like that, I'd like to expand it more. Maybe get a old CRT monitor, hook up maybe an old PC to it with like Windows XP. That might actually be like 2001 though. I don't know, maybe Windows 2000 or something. Or like Windows 95, Windows 98, Windows 2000, XP, whatever. Just something older looking, I'd say would work fine. Actually, I kind of like the look of XP a lot, so maybe I would just kind of cheat a little bit and go with XP. That'd be fine probably. And then also maybe add to my TV with a Laserdisc setup. I think there's at least one or two anime on Laserdisc. Just get those, just have something there. And maybe have like a cassette player or something. Just, I don't know, I really want like this like late 90s, early 2000s looking setup going on. I don't know, I think that just look really cool. Maybe this desk here, transform that into to like a new thing. I don't know, this is like a weird, just almost pipe dream of a setup, but Then again, I said I wanted a couple, oh god, I almost just walked right into frame there. Jeez, I don't like to get myself in the frame, and I almost just walked right in myself. Okay. Yeah, I always said I wanted to have like a couple nice shelves next to my dresser, and have a ton of consoles, and I mean, to be fair, I didn't think that was going to happen, and it did within like a year. Now, building up something like that, could I do it? Probably. Will I do it though? That's the problem, because I would need some space for it, and as cool as that would be, I don't know, we'll see. Worst comes to worst, maybe eventually if I like move out or something, or even just rearrange my rooms, then maybe I would set something like that up, or at least attempt to. Because that would be really cool. I would like a setup like that. It would be very, very nice, and I would like it quite a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much everything, I think. I think that setup would be nice. But yeah, that's kind of what got me back into like retro stuff, honestly. That's kind of why I was like, you know what? I feel like I really haven't done enough with retro recently. Specifically like 5th and 6th gen. I really want to go back to just like look at even just general technology from like around like the 5th and 6th gen game era. It's like mid 90s to like early 2000s, honestly. That kind of stuff is the stuff I'm interested in right there. It's interesting. I want to like go back and look at a lot of that stuff. Again, maybe make a setup based off of it because that'd be really cool. I guess it'd more be towards the 90s side because we're going, VHS and Laserdisc and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of where I want to be at, I guess. I don't know. It'd just be a cool idea. But I think that's like everything. I just recorded for like a half hour straight. Jeez. I guess not sure. I took the one break, but whatever. It's close enough. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like talking about video game stuff. It's been quite a while since I've even. When's the last time I even mentioned that? Holy hell. I think it was maybe. Actually, I have no idea. I don't think I mentioned that kind of stuff in like 2016 or something. Maybe 18. I don't know. Actually, yeah, because I did a video game I did 2 video game pickups videos in 18. But still, it's like 4 years ago, so it's been a long ass time since I mentioned even the slightest bit about it. But even back then, I was just kind of doing it for the hell of it. I wasn't really interested in collecting as much. But now I kind of am again. We'll see how long this lasts. It might just be like, kind of like a half the cool setup idea, and I just never think about it again, honestly. We'll see. I don't know, I'm just kind of curious to see what I do with this stuff, it'd be interesting to see. I'm talking in circles, so I'm just going to end the video. And yeah, I'm ending the video here, because I only recorded twice this week, and I don't think I'm going to end up recording tomorrow. And I just recorded for like a half hour straight, and I think my previous couple was like 20 minutes, so... This should be pretty decently long weekly blaze, even though it was only like 2 times I talked this week, but yeah, whatever works. But yeah, that's all for this weekly blaze. I don't know if we'll record next week or not. I'm not sure, but I will definitely be recording on the next week because it's Easter. I'm getting some Bottleman stuff, and I'll talk more about like the Beyblade. Oh wait, I might record next week because the Colecovision is coming out for Beyblade. Ooh, that might be a good thing to record about. Okay, next week I might do a short weekly blaze, like maybe a 1-2 day thing where I record maybe for like 20 to 30 minutes or something. Bit of a shorter one just so I could talk about some of the new Beyblade stuff. We'll have to wait and see. Also, my voice is really starting to die. But yeah, that's everything. So yeah, thanks for watching, and so